Hey everybody, it's me, Michael, and this is my dog Potato, and welcome back to our channel.
Who is that they, them on my screen?
Hey everybody, hi, welcome to me. I've got one more video in me before I'm busy and not in Chicago and living my best life. So, batten down the hatches. What is this beeping happening outside my home right now? Alright, so anyways, batten down the hatches because we're gonna get one more Rosie Lynn Reed stream in. In particular, it is the Mini Sam's Club Pickup Haul and Cooking Prep Live because I love a grocery haul. Even outside of Rosie Lynn Reed, we used to watch grocery hauls all the time on the Twitch back in the day. We haven't watched one in a long time, mostly because we've moved on to new horizons. But I do love that. And if it's a Sam's Club situation type of deal from Rosie, that's where we found out she buys like 6 bottles of ketchup at a time. So she can go through. So I'm like, is there gonna... Like, if we were on Twitch watching this right now, I would start a prediction of, is she gonna haul 6 bottles of ketchup? Because I'm just so curious. Like, will it happen? Will it be a thing? I do know that I'm potentially, because of this, going to be missing a tummy time stream that she did. Which I think I missed the last tummy time stream she did. And it's so fascinating because okay, so here's what I'll say. Researcher extraordinaire Jane, my moderator who puts together Rosie clips for me. Jane put together a little clip from her first tummy time stream where she tried to talk about what she thought, how she thought tummy time came to be a thing. And so she thinks it really came from somebody talking about it while she was live streaming with Xiomara. Here's the clip.
Yep, it's tummy time, bitches. Hey. Because the way tummy time happened is I was on, so this was like before shit blew up with the whole docuseries stuff. I was on a live with his, like, on Zio's live when she was off doing something, and there was like a bunch of us there, and trolls were coming in, and someone made the joke about it being tummy time because I'm laying on my stomach in bed. And I fucking died laughing because also there was like one or two other girls who were like doing the same thing I was. So we started joking about tummy time, and I think some reactors might have picked up on it for a hot second before they realized I was like laughing about the joke, and it was like something I thought was genuinely funny. Because it's fucking funny. Like, it's funny. Yeah, it's tummy time because that's like that's what babies do when they need. It's good. It's a good for babies' development. So they can try to use it as some kind of gotcha or whatever. But I think it's funny. I think it's cute. Tummy time. It's tummy time. The tummy is from Z. Yeah, from Zio. Well, no, it happened. No, I was there when it happened.
And I just have to laugh. Somebody even tried to tell her it was because of me. Somebody even tried to say, Rosie, it's because of Zach. But then she just read, because you can't say my name. And good for her for doing so, but she has my name and anything that could possibly be related to me filtered in her comments, so like those chats don't go through. But somebody was like, oh, it actually came from Z, as in Zachary Michael. But then, because she had already been talking about Xiomara, she was just like, Xiomara, of course. But no, for real, it's me. The other reason I think this is so interesting is she thinks it's funny. She thinks tummy time is funny. And so many people are like, oh, it's so mean of you to talk about tummy time. No, quite literally, I've told the story, but tummy time... I have had tummy time as a concept in my head because of Alexis Bevels and Darby Lynn Cartwright, who used to be 2 Chicago drag queens. They have a YouTube show called In My Homosexual Opinion, and they used to always talk about how Alexis needed to get rid of her therapist because one time Alexis found out that her therapist was quite literally partaking in tummy time while on a Zoom telehealth call with her. And I just think that's funny. And like tummy time is something that, you know, you have to give babies. And so that's the whole thing. Anyways, it's very funny to me. And I do apologize for potentially missing out on some tummy time activity prior to me going on this vacation. But listen, you get what you get. You don't throw a fit. I only have so many hours in the day. And I'm trying to stay chronological, and I know a lot of people actually wanted me to react to this stream as well. I don't know why. Well, maybe because they know I have an affinity for grocery hauls. Maybe because they already know that she hauls 6 bottles of ketchup. I don't know, but you know what I do know is I'm going to shut the fuck up. If we're going to get to, shall we? All right, I got Stanley Marie here and ready to go. And I'm going to push play, and life is going to be wonderful and sunshine and magic.
Okay, hi everybody. I'm just going to take a minute for people to come in and vibe.
Right.
I'm so annoyed.
We're starting off right away with her being annoyed. I honestly don't know if that's probably the best state of mind for you to be doing a live streaming, girl. Usually it takes you a little bit into the live stream before you get annoyed.
Small annoyance. Honestly, today's been pretty fucking great. And I'm in a much better mood than I was yesterday at certain points of the live.
She was in a real bad mood in that last live stream we watched. She was pissed, and she was ignoring Lee, and she was kind of being rude to Levi.
Because I'm like a little chronically sleep deprived still.
Oh,
but I did get some more sleep. It's just been like, I've just been doing a lot more like physical activity and stuff, and just like I'm tired.
What's the physical activity? Sucking and fucking with Remington bolt action rifle?
I was sleeping as much as I would honestly like to. We just ran some quick errands because, man, I woke up at like 4 a.m. I was so annoyed. But I have like a lot of stuff I want to prep and do and make. Hi, everybody. So I know I said we were going to make salmon burgers in this live. That'll probably be the next live because like I haven't had the chance to like cook the salmon yet. So I'm going to like prep the salmon. I'm doing a bunch of prep shit. I do have a little it's a very short grocery haul. We did a quick Sam's pickup order. And my honey will be in here later. Right now he's working on some
my honey, my boyfriend, my honey, my boyfriend.
So
that's like me in Vegas. I went to Vegas. I went to Charleston. I'm traveling this weekend. I'm going to Maine. I went to Vegas. Me and Rosie, just 2 peas in a pod.
I'm irritated because I ordered and paid for 2 rotisserie chickens. And the motherfuckers gave me 1.
Oh, fuck.
What do you mean?
I thought she was gonna be mad about some Reddit bullshit or something, but no. Even better, she's mad about not getting 2 rotisserie chickens. Okay, rotisserie chicken Lynn Reed.
Disrespect. Thank you, Banzi. I appreciate it.
Oh, Banzi. Oh, Banzi was the one that was making all the comments about snot. Banzi was making the snot comments and said, "I'm sorry for grossing you out the other day. I hope you make something really nice for dinner." Banzi, never change. Please bring up snot more often.
Your apology. I figured you weren't like purposefully trolling, but I'd love for you to never bring it up again. This is just better price per block, so I got a 4-pack of cream cheese.
Hell yeah.
But we're like completely out of mozzarella, so I got 2 2-packs. One of these is going in the freezer.
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah, let's go. 4 big old bags of mozzarella. I know, that's fucking right. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
And then these we'll be using for other stuff. I expedited this trip. $15 a box on sale right now at Sam's Club. 1
More fucking Built Bars. You know, she said, I got all these Built Bars from Amazon because I really needed them in advance. Like, I needed to get them. Like, I would normally just, and here she is still buying more. When I talk about overconsumption, I just need to say that there's like, because people still can't get over the Furbies and the trinkets I have on this back shelf, which, by the way, I've never, like, bulk bought any of these. If you see the ones in the vases, that's because I had a friend that went to an estate sale. Went to an estate sale from a person who just had a box of them, and then they gave them to me, and I was like, oh, this would be really cool to display in a big old glass bowl, okay? Also, these things would all be going into a landfill because these are toys that were literally produced back in the 90s and early 2000s, but I digress. Anyways, my point is I don't buy them for the purposes of making content out of it. I don't buy 1,200 things at one time that I don't need. I mean, there's just like, you can, if you want to keep nitpicking me about Furbies, just know that my problem with Rosie is she talks about how she needs money, she doesn't have money, she dry begs for money, and then she's out here buying 1,200 fucking Built Bars a day. I mean, I'm being hyperbolic, okay? But it's just like, we literally just sat here and watched her haul several different kinds of Built Bars, and she's already out here buying 2 more boxes in bulk. In bulk, nonetheless, because she got them from Sam's Club. It's fine. It's okay.
1.5. $15. It doesn't get cheaper than that.
You know it's actually cheaper than that? Not buying any at all. Because you got plenty at home already.
I'm so excited. And then I did get a big ass thing of tortillas.
Hell yeah.
Alright, I'm just gonna be lazy and plug that over there for now. So
that box is gonna be over there for a decade. Mind you, that's probably the only place for it anyways. It was probably going to end up on the floor anyway because we just saw her trash can was overflowing the other day, so it probably didn't have a place to go anyways. She might as well just throw it across the room. Why not?
The first thing I'm going to do is eat. Because I'm going to be doing a lot of, like, prep work.
Right.
And I'm really hungry.
We got to prioritize eating before anything else.
We did get, like, I need to let my brother know, we did get a Sam's pizza, like a large pepperoni pizza.
Uh-huh.
But I also got myself, like, what I'm having for dinner is I got a pizza pretzel and a hot dog. So I'm going to eat that real quick. And then we're going to, like, get into the prep. That's just not true. Why do you think
BG's arm feast. BG being Chantal's cat. No hate, it seemed like yesterday you didn't care about Lee's anxiety. No, for real. If you missed my video covering that, basically, after not finishing his plate, he talked about, like, sometimes when he's just feeling generally anxious, he just, like, he doesn't have an appetite, he doesn't eat as much. And while he's saying that, she's just, like, responding to chat, and she's like, oh, yeah, the living room is so messy. That you're right, that is an awful background. Totally ignored him talking about being anxious. Then by the end of it, or at the end of what I reacted to, she is reading chat where people are presumably saying, hey, it seems like he's really anxious. He's sitting there talking about anxiety and stuff. And so she clarifies with him and says, oh, were you just talking about anxiety in general, or are you actually feeling anxious? Yeah, girl, he's actually feeling anxious. He told you that, but you weren't paying attention.
I ended the live. He can speak to it for himself, but I ended the live and I asked him about it because I was correct when I was like, he was talking about when he's experiencing overwhelming anxiety. Not that he was currently overwhelmingly anxious, because if he's like that... That's not
what he said. But that's not the truth, Ellen. When you asked him, he said, yeah, I'm actually feeling a little anxious right now. She's so fucking irritating. Girl, you're irrigating me.
He can't eat anything. And I clarified with him after because you guys, and he said that he'd be happy to talk about it here because in the members only live, which a lot of you haven't seen, totally fine. He explained that he's going through a lot of drowsiness and anxiety.
But this isn't from the members only live. This was a public live stream you did where you cooked him a shit ton of food for breakfast and he didn't eat a lot of it. And he said it was because he was feeling anxious. If this girl don't stop trying to rewrite history over here.
I know. So he's feeling anxious because of that, and he's told me specifically. Not because of me, not because of the live.
Well, I don't think anybody... Oh, is that him walking in the background? I don't think anybody was saying it was because of you. Well, maybe they are, but to be clear, I didn't interpret it as she was making him feel anxious. I just was interpreting it as he was feeling anxious in that moment, and you were ignoring him. You weren't paying the fuck attention to him.
But I ended it anyway, even though he said it was fine to keep it going, because I wanted him to be comfortable. So, yeah. Oh, hi, honey.
Hi.
And they were just talking about what we were talking about earlier.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
What were we talking about earlier?
How the last live ended and stuff. Someone was like, they said that I didn't care, they were anxious.
Oh, no, that wasn't the case at all. No, my anxiety had nothing to do with the live or her or...
No, nobody, again, that is not what we were saying.
I get anxious for no reason sometimes.
Right,
like
and that's fine.
Something that happens.
That's fine, and that's what you said in the video or in the live stream. But now Rosie's trying to act like you weren't anxious at all during that time. I literally just watched this yesterday, so it's all fresh in my mind.
Like, yeah. So.
I mean, whatever to vilify me, right?
Yeah.
Whatever to vilify me. What's so irritating about that take is that that's just now seemingly her response to everything. If you're trying to criticize her in any kind of way, you're simply just trying to vilify. You're just trying to vilify her, and she don't care. Which, like, I guess whatever helps her sleep at night, but she's not sleeping well. She just told you at the start of this she didn't get good sleep, so I guess it's not helping her go to sleep at night.
This in the box somewhere?
Yeah.
Yeah, will you just take the bars and...
Will you just do this?
Yeah, the tortillas.
Will you just do that?
Yeah, Sam's Club food court food is so cheap. It's awesome. We have budgeted for a specific time frame of a car rental.
That asks if Lee rented a car while he's in Florida. Catch up. Oh, wait, girl, why are you biting? Wait, did you see her bite open? Remington, get over here and open up this mustard for her so she don't have to use her little teeth.
Of a car rental?
Watch, right here. Why? Why do these girls have this instinct of biting shit open with their teeth?
There's soft pretzels. Pizza style.
Uh-huh.
These shits are amazing.
These shits are so
This
good.
makes me want a hot dog real bad. I can't do the impression, but I love Jennifer Coolidge.
We'll just pause there. It's still so fascinating to me. Again, not that I'm the only one that can ever say this. I very rarely are like, oh, so-and-so must have watched me, so-and-so must have gotten this from me. But we know at this point that Rosie stays watching all of the reaction channels. And I have always talked about food like, them shits are real good. Like, I have done that for such a long time. So granted, maybe it's not something she's watched recently, but it kind of seems like it, because this feels new. This feels like a new thing she's been doing. Anyways, actually this makes me not want a hot dog real bad. Actually, the only time I'm trying to eat a hot dog is at, like, a baseball game, if I'm being real honest with you. I'm not a big hot dog fan. Like, they're fine on occasion.
Oh my God. So yesterday, me, Lee, and Danielle went out to dinner. We went to this really cool Italian place that she recommended. Probably like 30 minutes out from where I live. And we had the food. It was really good. Our waiter was like, he was odd. I've never had an experience like that. He was on top of our refills, which I appreciated. But he was like it started...
Just what I was hoping for. Actually, I was not. I was hoping for this yesterday when I was watching Darlene Michaud on Twitch. But I'll take it today watching Rosie on this live stream complain about some customer service. Let's go. Let's go. She's probably gonna be like, he didn't wait on me hand and foot like Remy did, so his service was bad.
He asked for our drink, like me and Lee's drinks, and then Danielle was like going to grab the drink to look at like the beer options. She starts to look at it and goes to say something, and he like walks away. And I was like, and like he kept doing that, and And, like, instead of putting the food down on the table, every time he would just, like, hold it out to you. And, like, he was, like, almost, like, completely nonverbal. It was just kind of, like, a weird experience. It wasn't necessarily bad. It was just kind of, like, really confusing. Like...
I don't know. I feel... Am I the friend that's too woke that I feel some type of way about... And I think it's just because I know the way that she uses words that have, like, specific meanings in certain communities and things like that. So maybe that's where this is coming from. But am I the friend that's too woke that I think it's weird that she made a point to be like, he was nonverbal or whatever? I don't know. I also don't know that she's shared enough about this experience for me to inherently automatically agree that this was a weird experience. Like, I've been at a restaurant before where, like, the server, especially depending on, like, how fancy the restaurant is, right? Where they've, like, handed the plate to me. In fact, like, I feel like that's not uncommon. I feel like the times that I can think of that it doesn't happen is when they're like, be careful of the plate, it's hot, and then they set it down for me so I don't have to grab it. I don't think it's like, I don't know, I would guess maybe in some, like, real fine dining establishments, they probably are insistent on setting it down. But I don't think that that's weird. And also it's possible maybe that the server just didn't realize your friend Danielle wanted to order a drink. I don't know, like, nothing she said sounds, like, totally outlandish for an experience with, like, a service worker.
Really confusing. And he was also just kind of hard to, like, track down. No, he wasn't new. He was actually, really well established.
Girl, how do you know? How the fuck would you know? How the fuck would you know? The way she answered that so quickly, as if she didn't just get done telling us that the reason she went to this place is it was recommended by her friend Danielle. Girl, it doesn't sound like you've ever been to this place. How the fuck do you know that he's well established in this job, in this role at this restaurant?
Because I asked the hostess about it, and she kind of insinuated basically that
she kind of insinuated
he may or may not be autistic. And when she told me that, I was like, oh, got it. And then I was like, okay. But it was just like,
okay, now I don't feel like I'm the friend that's too woke. Because also then, for you, somebody who is, I don't know what language she's using to describe it these days, self-determined autistic, and for you who has a brother who has been diagnosed with autism, and you're out here, like, sharing all of this story about this man who served you, and then you find out that, it's heavily insinuated, whatever the fuck that means, that this man was autistic, and now you're coming onto the internet and complaining about the service you got? When it also, the service doesn't even sound like it was that bad. This is crazy. This is just so wild to me. So wild to me that you would come out here and do all of this. Oh, God. Rosie. It just doesn't make any sense to me. And this is why she's gonna struggle for her whole entire existence on the internet with her self-determined autism. That if you don't know the full story, if this is your first Rosie video, she actually did get evaluated for autism, and at the time the clinician who evaluated her for it said that she was not autistic, and said that while she did have some symptoms or some characteristics, traits of people who do have autism, that it was very likely that there was a lot of that overlapped with other diagnoses she had, and that she didn't meet the criteria for having autism. And so, first of all, there's that, and that's my major criticism of her being on here, claiming she has autism. But, like, how could you be that person who claims this diagnosis for yourself, even though a medical professional has told you otherwise, and then you want to come on here and tell this story about a man that you have perceived to be autistic and about how he gave you bad service. Shut the fuck up, Rosie. For real, you want people to take you seriously when it comes to all of the diagnoses you have, and you can't even express, like, some level of understanding and kindness. And to be honest, in a story that doesn't even sound like that person did anything wrong inherently, and you can't express some kind of understanding. You had to come on the internet and talk shit about this experience. Oh God, she's got me fired up. I'm somehow only 6 minutes in, and I've been filming for 25 minutes already. I don't have the time for this. She's pissing me off.
Like a very like jarring experience when I like wasn't sure what was happening. He would take a drink to hand to Lee and like go like this close in front of Danielle's face. It was just stuff like that, and it was like I've never had an experience like that with wait staff before. And then the reason I'm telling the story, because like honestly, we had a great dinner. Food was delicious.
Okay, then why are you complaining?
Lee and I split calamari and some baked ziti. The reason I'm bringing this up is something happened. It was a very like short moment, but it was kind of crazy. We had paid and we were getting up to leave, and there was these two like older women sitting behind us, like very old, like they don't look a day under 80.
What is she? Was she? Can I also say, was she not just in one of the live streams we watched this week talking about how she's not a judgmental person? Was she not just talking about how better off she was for not watching reaction content because she's not so judgmental in her life? And so far in this live stream, she sat here and shit-talked a service employee that she perceived to have autism. Doesn't even know if he does or doesn't, but her perception is that he did. And she sat here and talked shit about him. And now she's talking about two old ladies being over 80. Well, I guess everybody's just out here vilifying Rosie, like she's not doing it to her goddamn self. Jesus.
I mean, I remember looking over and like I smiled at them because I thought one of them reminded me of someone that I knew, and then and that was like earlier on. So I go to stand up, and I start because like our table was like right here, their booth was like right here, and then there's a pathway. I was like sitting right here, so I stood up and I take like not even 3 steps. And I don't remember verbatim what she said off the top of my head right now. I talked about it.
Is this going to be a beanbag in a hurry situation type of deal? Especially because she just said, I didn't even hear verbatim what they said. So who knows if this is even what was actually said by these women. I'm already over it. I'm already sick of this story.
Like right after it happened, so I'd have to watch that back to make sure I got it verbatim.
Oh, she vlogged
but
it.
I believe she said something along the lines of, Like, do you see the size of that woman or something like that?
She is trying to have her own beanbag in a hurry. I hope you did get it. I hope you did get it on camera, because what? This is her beanbag in a hurry moment.
And I paused for half a step, and then like without thinking, I turned around and I went, I have ears, by the way. And then I turned back around and kept walking into the bathroom, and I didn't engage with them again. But like, I just...
Can you tell me what the fuck this has to do with the waiter? With the guy that was your server?
Like, the people's audacity is baffling. And it's like, I wasn't even upset, like, or hurt or anything.
Okay, then why are we talking about it, Diva?
It's just like, could you at least have the decency to let me walk away before you act like a piece of shit? I don't know.
You're not mad, you're not upset or anything about it? Not at all? Not even a little bit? This pause screen is iconic, by the way.
God. I'm literally, she said it like, I was walking to the bathroom and she was sitting right here. She said it when I was right here.
Also, as a reminder, she said she wasn't even for sure what she said verbatim. So even though Rosie has ears, it's very possible Rosie didn't even hear correctly. And if she really was filming, I'd love to see the footage, just to be honest with you. I would love to see what actually happened.
Like...
Because maybe also it did, but Rosie's telling this whole story with her own clarification that she's not even sure that that's what the woman said verbatim, and she's getting this worked up.
Bitch! What do you think you are? Crazy. He was actually already walking outside, I think to hit his V. So he didn't hear it. Danielle heard me say that because she was confused at first.
Of course nobody heard it. Of course nobody else heard it. This is just like that time, it was in recent history. It was when her mom was visiting, and she went to some grocery store, like maybe the discount grocery store she's always talking about, and she told this whole long story about this man being weird, but like her mom didn't actually hear it happen. It's just all things that Rosie heard happen. So, of course, Danielle and Remy were not there to hear it. Of course.
Yeah, flutiphobia is really bad recently. Never have experienced it till this year. Yeah, normally people mind their business on that kind of topic. Because there's like, we were driving around in the Tampa area to go to the crystal shop. And I'm not kidding when I say when we were like in the Tampa area, I saw at minimum 8 different elderly people in motorized wheelchairs just scooting around on the sidewalks and stuff. And most of them were overweight. Like, that's just Florida. Like, you...
Okay, the comment brought up that the fat phobia in Florida is crazy. And then seemingly the only thing that this had anything to do with, this story that she just said had anything to do with, was that there were fat older people on motorized scooters. Girl, let them. Mel Robbins, let them. Like, why are you calling, especially if you're saying they're elderly, like, why shouldn't they be able to use, like, a mobility aid? Girl, somebody bought your ass a fucking, walker, a rollator, and your ass ain't used it at all. Maybe you should. Like, she's so irritating. How is that evidence of people being fat phobic in Florida just because there's older folks that are overweight using motorized? I don't understand.
You know what I mean? And like, that's normal here. So a lot of people are like pretty cool about disabled people in like wheelchairs or motorized scooters or like bigger people. But yeah, I mean, I just think right now in a societal way, we're in a massive swing back, kind of like circa early 2000s, where like, how like Ozempic and all of these things are kind of creating a skinny is supreme culture, which can just be very detrimental to people's mental health and stuff for a lot of reasons. And I'm talking specifically aesthetically. I'm not talking about health, all right? Before people get their panties in a twist. Like, mind your fucking business. No. And no shame, by the way. No shame with people doing that on the sidewalks. That's not what I meant. I just meant that's like a part of Florida culture. At least...
Diva, it kind of sounded like you were shaming them, which is why I'm just like, and if you say that's not what you're trying to do, then fine, but that is what it sounded like. It sounded like you were hating on these people for using mobility devices, like, to the extent that you made a point that you remembered that there were 8 different people you saw on mobility scooters. Why are you keeping tabs on that? Like, why is that something that you're paying attention to while you're going to the crystal shop that didn't have the AC that made you so miserable?
In, like, the retirement communities areas, for sure. No offense to old people, but their mindset can be shitty as fuck. Yeah, especially, and obviously, I know that's more of a generality. There's obviously exceptions. Like, literally, Danielle is, like, closer to my mom's age than mine. She's awesome. I love her. Like, she's a great person. Someone was directly rude to me. I'm allowed to fucking say how I feel about it.
You're allowed to say how you feel about it, for sure. I don't give a shit, especially if they really did say it to you. I'm just not convinced you know what you heard, just from the way that you talked about it in this dramatic retelling.
She said it really. She did say it quietly. I think she was trying to like make me not hear it, but like, I have ears, and maybe yours aren't working as great as mine are, but mine aren't that great either. Like, I don't know what to tell you. So it didn't even affect me for like. By the time I got to the car, like, I vlogged talking about it real quick. I'm gonna just address this now and I'm gonna talk about this one time and then we're gonna move on.
Virgo Moon in the chat said you and Remily. Which I will say, okay, somebody in my comments was trying to say that, like, I originated that. I never originated Remily. I do know people in the community have been calling him Remily for a while, and now people are really obsessed with it because she's calling him Lee. So it's almost like Remily, Emily being Amberlynn's Death Feeder girlfriend, right? Right. Okay. So, I can't remember. I feel like I saw somewhere that, like, maybe, like, Scarletter was one of the first people, but I don't want to falsely attribute it anywhere. Anyways, all of this to say it wasn't me. And I don't actually call him that often, if at all, to be honest with you. I prefer Remington bolt action rifle. Which is not a shorter way to say his name at all. I just think it's funny. I think it's funny, and I think it's funny that people keep calling him that in her chat.
I'm gonna just address this now and I'm gonna talk about this one time and then we're gonna move on. And I'm never gonna talk about it on my channel again.
Sure. We'll see. Much like the other girls, she's real quick to say I'm never gonna talk about this again, and then does. I think it would just be easier for her to be like, I'm gonna address this now. And just address it. And then if she wants to address it again some other time, then do it. But, like, I kind of understand. Like, I feel like I've definitely been there on the internet before where I was like, I just want to address this once and then never again. But it's just so much easier to not make promises like that because you never know when somebody's going to get you worked up, especially when it comes to Rosie and Chantal and Amberlynn, who all lack control of their impulses. So.
Understand. How do I want to go about this? I know it could make sense to want to call him Remy Lee, but the people who are obsessed with, like, Amberlynn and Foodie and me, they have been calling him Remily for a long time.
Right.
And it's disgusting.
Emily
has so much, like, concrete evidence of being, like, a death feeder. Comparing my boyfriend to Emily is direct disrespect to me in my relationship. I can't control what other people are doing in other chats. I've blocked the word Emily.
Did she just burp a little bit? Did she just burp a little bit when she's getting dramatic about people comparing her boyfriend to a death feeder?
Because again, I think it's repugnant and disgusting to compare him to
Repugnant.
He would never even contemplate treating me a fraction of the way that she treats women. I'm not playing with that. So because of that, I don't want you guys calling him Remy Lee either, because it's just too close.
The way that's only gonna ramp up people calling him that. For as long as she's been on the internet, doing shit on the internet, it's really amazing to me that she really hasn't learned this lesson. She really hasn't learned this lesson, because all this is gonna do is encourage people to do it more, to be quite honest with you. And I'm not saying that's right, I'm just saying that's what's gonna happen.
I view it as direct disrespect, and it's more so even toward Lee, because Lee is innocent. He does not deserve that comparison.
Girl, what are all these noises coming out of her body while she's raging about this? Well, I don't know, it might not be fair to characterize it as raging, but something, is it that ghost in that sausage that she ate the other day? Is it trying to get back out?
Because he loves me. He doesn't. And it's just unfortunate that the combination of Remy and Lee sounds the way it does. Your hair's sticking up a little in the front. I don't know if you know that's why I'm saying it. I do not know. Let me look what my hair looks like. It's like a little faux hawk moment.
Oh my god. Oh, she looks like a little baby bird. Like feathers sticking up and... I don't even know how she makes that face. I can't do it. Oh, it's taking me out. Why does she look like
yeah,
that?
we checked the waiter. Yeah, of course. Of course. You know, it was an odd experience, but like, the food was brought, the food was good. He was on top of refills.
Girl, then why are you complaining?
It was jarring, but I'm not going to
She's gonna
penalize
piss
his
me
income
off.
because we live in a tip-based economy for service workers. I'm not going to not tip because I was a little jarred by the social interactions I had with the waiter. He was not maliciously rude. He was just very nonverbal, and it was very confusing. Yeah, I mean, honestly, guys, I didn't pay, but I saw that he was tipped, and he was tipped.
Girl, no worries. We didn't think you did anyways. We didn't. You're broke, remember?
Well, I don't know the exact percentage. It was definitely in the normal range of 15 to 20. Hi, sweetie. I need to...
Hi, sweetie.
I've been procrastinating and chatting. Would you do me a favor and put that food over on the table for whenever
We
you
put
guys
that
have
there, do this there, put this here.
You look cute today.
Thank you. So do you. I love those cutoffs. I don't know if it was considered a muscle tank or not,
Yeah.
but I love this.
Yeah. Hi guys.
It's like, I don't know what the difference in the styles are, but I think this is probably the first time I've done dishes since you've been here.
Yeah.
I just realized that. If you know the vibes.
This man. I'm so curious. I'm so curious. Maybe it's his thing is to serve his woman. I mean, no. I won't. No. We'll just keep it moving. Girl, that chair.
Hello.
Hello. Does Remy ever help with the cooking and cleaning?
All the time.
He deep cleaned my kitchen, and I haven't touched a dish since he's been here before today. How does it feel to date a younger man? I'm doing the same. Honestly, guys, he's kind of millennial coded. And I like the fact that with a beard, you look like a few years older. I think you look like a little in your later 20s, and I like that. Because, I think it's an 8 or 9 year age gap, which I never thought would happen for me. Like, that was not something I was seeking out. That's not something...
Me neither.
In fact, when we first started talking, like, one of our first serious conversations about it, we were kind of like, age gap.
Well, see, the gag about the age gap is that, honestly, truly, I think mentally Rosie's giving maybe even younger maturity-wise than Remy. So maybe it's not that much of a gap to begin with.
How do we feel?
Yeah.
And then, like, a day passed and we kind of got over it. It's kind of how that went down.
Yeah.
Because, like, in dating apps and stuff, before I met him, when I did use dating apps, my dating range was always 25 to 50.
Okay, 50.
I was open because I had different, I guess, like...
Okay, 50, yes.
...parameters for when people were younger versus older or in the middle.
Different preferences.
Yeah, thank you. And, but ultimately, like, we met when he was 25. Anyone trying to make that, like, into, like, a predatory thing, you're weird. He's, because that's the thing, like, when
I don't think it's a predatory thing. I think he's a consenting adult. I do just think that, like, so much happens in terms of, like, mental cognitive development in our bodies at his age still, that, like, there's still so much for him to, like, learn and understand about himself. And Rosie should be at a different place with her own level of, like, maturity, mental development, etc. So that's just in general my thoughts and feelings when it comes to, like, I don't know, anybody that's over 30 dating somebody who is, like, 26 or younger. Just to be honest with you. I'm watching Age of Attraction on Netflix right now. And that's kind of my feelings about some of those situations too, if I'm being so honest with you. Like, yes, they're of legal consenting age. Also, I don't know, just presumably in very different places in their lives, you know?
When he first got doxxed, they only had pictures of him without a beard, so everyone was like, he looks like a baby, like, I'm so weird for when to be with him. And then he comes on camera and people are like, just going to the opposite extreme, and it's just like obnoxious.
Did I enjoy being in the military? It was a mixed experience. There were some things I liked about it and some things I didn't like about it.
What he liked was the male leadership. What he liked was that men were in charge.
Oh, someone asked, I'd like you to answer this because I don't want to share anything.
What is it?
Yeah, hold on, I'm going to read it. I don't want to share anything you might not want me to say, but what do I do to reciprocate your support?
Well,
what do you feel?
She does a lot of things to reciprocate.
Girl, that chair is going through it.
For example, yesterday she made breakfast for me. She loves me in a way that nobody else has ever loved me before.
And what does that look like? What does that mean? Also, you're 26. How many people have loved you before this? This is what I mean when it's like, you can say that, but it's like you're 26, diva. like, I don't know. How many people at this point in your life could you have truly experienced, like, real love with? I don't know what the answer to that is. I don't know. I personally hadn't even started dating at that point in my life, so maybe, again, listen, all I've done in terms of a love life is fail, so what the fuck do I know?
She does a lot for me, like, emotionally. We have great talks, when I'm feeling down.
It's time for me to be real. Y'all know the app that nobody uses anymore but me. Alright, keep it going.
Or whatever, she's always there to support me. And so that's how she reciprocates.
Sure.
And the other thing is guys,
She said, I want you to answer, but if you don't say the things that I want you to say, I'm going to add right now. Right now. Because the other thing, guys, is...
he's a lot more private and personal than I am.
Yeah.
So I'm happy to come on here and, like, talk about the things he does for me and talk about my personal life in that way.
Mm-hmm.
He's different.
He's different. He doesn't have a lot of things to say, not because I don't do anything, but because he's private about it. He doesn't want to share the great things that I did for him. That's how he and I are different. Sure.
Yeah.
So there are aspects of things that I have done for you.
Yeah.
Long distance things like that I don't share and I don't get into because it's not your business, respectfully. And it involves me explaining things
Work.
about him and his personal life.
Work.
Again, that's not anyone's business, right? So I do that to protect him because you guys see how I'm treated online. There's information about him that's been leaked that was never supposed to be public, and there's other stuff to that too. And so I'm not.
Also at this point, how many times do you have to explain this? Like, I think we get it. Yes, you don't have to. Nobody's asking you to share every single aspect of his life. In fact, yes, you should protect him. Yes, I think that's part of your responsibility of a platform. That's something we all have to take into consideration. We get it. I got it. We're good. I feel like you are over-defending yourself right now because you don't want people to think that you don't do anything nice for him because it's clear how much he does to help support you around the house when he's around.
Overshare those things to self-aggrandize and, like, make myself seem better or a certain way because my relationship isn't about that.
I would also like to add, too, she has helped me with my own self-care. Like, eating, showering, taking care of myself. That's something I've always struggled with on my own. And having someone there to encourage me and hold me accountable really, really helps me.
I wasn't expecting you to say that.
I'm really saying, like, oh, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say it at all, Zach. Don't say it at all. I just can't imagine a world where these two are the ones that are encouraging each other to shower. Miss, I use dry shampoo every day on a regular basis that I have to buy multiple cans of it at a time so I don't run out. You're telling me she's the one that's inspired you to take showers? Well, okay. All right, I believe you.
Do you need anything from me?
Just one thing. He's like, oh, hey, Mom.
Hey, Mama Jean.
Good to see you. I haven't seen you chat in a while. Good to see you. Boundaries are actually non-existent at this point with reactors. It seems there's no limit to what they will do in pursuit of farming hate among their viewers. Kind of scary, actually.
I think we need to clarify what reactors we're talking about, because I think I have very clear boundaries, divas. So I'm just gonna assume that person wasn't talking about me and my family.
I genuinely believe it's to a point that YouTube should intervene, but that's just me.
All right, well get them on
it. It's going
it.
to happen. I'm just saying it should. So
Get them on it.
Throw some salt on this bitch.
Get them on it.
I only got 4 of these Japanese sweet potatoes because they're expensive. But also we only had tiny ones, which was annoying. But I wanted Lee to try these.
Heaven forbid you just have a moderate-sized sweet potato and not the normal, like, huge-ass ones that you eat on a regular basis. Have you guys found any pet peeves about each other yet? LOL, always the funny part of new relationships.
I don't actually have any pet peeves that I can think of. I think the only thing I can think of is, sometimes I wish he was better at, like, knowing how to communicate needs in real time, but he's working on it and made a lot of improvement, and that's something I struggle with sometimes too. So, Amanda, I'm just gonna ask you this directly. Are you the same Amanda Savage, that I saw posting, like, a bunch of really nasty shit about me?
Rosie never stops telling on herself. Are you the same person that I've actively seen posting about me, even though I never seek stuff out about me? I'm so separated from girl world. I don't watch reaction content. I don't go on Reddit. I don't do this. I don't do that. Are you the person I saw? Never change, Rosie.
Because if you're the same Amanda Savage, I think you doxed my boyfriend's first name, so I'm a little confused by your chats. On Reddit. I saw the post, and the username was your username.
Oh, you were on Reddit? Oh. Oh, you were on Reddit? That's so funny, because I thought you never went on Reddit.
So I'm just asking directly.
Oh.
No doxing? Okay.
Amanda, you better watch out, because she's stabbing this potato and she's picturing you. Oh, you didn't? Okay. Crazy.
Just tell you what I saw. How the fuck am I being problematic with Amanda? Come the fuck again?
Why is she so...
asking someone a direct question instead of, like...
Why is she so
nice
mad?
And thinking shit to myself and not sharing it? Get out of here.
Why is she so mad?
Look,
Girl, breathe. Put the fork in the potato down and breathe. Anybody got some pizza rolls on hand? She needs to eat a pizza roll and be quiet. I think a pizza roll could really change her right now. Rosie, you're not you when you're hangry.
You know me through 2025 when I was a lot more passive, and when it comes to, like, confrontation and things like that.
You still are passive when it comes to confrontation. May I remind you, you literally sat on a live stream with an alleged predator, and you were nicey nice with him. Like, please be so serious. Oh, I'm so direct. No, you're not. You're a passive weenie.
And wanting to, like, mitigate the, like, bullshit. I'm just here to be me now. I was very respectful. I could have been like, oh, you were a bitch, you were a piece of shit. No. It was, hey, was that you? How the hell is that problematic? That's a crazy use of the word problematic. I have made very problematic decisions in my past. I own that. that is a part of my story. And a lot of it I wish I wasn't. I've really only been on a specific path since the beginning of this year. And I've learned in life that...
It's only been since the beginning of this year. This year, this beginning of this year is just a new journey for her. She's totally different. She's totally changed, even though she acts the same way she always has.
I kind of just need to, like, move slow. If I rush myself, that's how I'm impulsive and I make stupid mistakes.
I love the delusion. The way she's able to just convince herself. It's really fascinating.
It's like, the week sitting up to the documentary and shit like that. Like, if I don't slow myself down and, like, take things, like, one single step at a time, that's how I land in trouble. Like, that's a continuous pattern I have that I try to work on. I do think the honest critiques gets buried beneath the haters. And let me be real. I don't want to hear critiques from people who I believe have malicious intent with me. Period. Even if it's valid, I don't want to hear it. It's different from my viewers. It's different from people in my real life. It's different from people who actually know me. Because I am very open to criticism on those fronts. But what I'm not open to is criticism from people who actively enjoy my misery and pain, who wish nothing but the worst for me, and who truly, truly have deep disdain for me and believe that I am a malicious, liar, terrible person when I am simply not. That is not the reality. There's a lot of people that believe this dogpiling bullshit. And so I'm not going to take anything from that area of the internet. Seriously. That door's closed.
It's also just so insane to me how it's insane to me that once upon a time she tried to say I was becoming Amberlynn Reid. Which, like, even if that's true, the insane part to me is that, like, is this towards the end of when Amberlynn was actively still posting on YouTube before she got demonetized? Is this not exactly what her content became about? Like, was it not just her constantly posting about the haters, proving the haters wrong, responding to the haters, giving her thoughts on haters? Like, quite honestly, I have enjoyed the reprieve of Remy being here, because to some extent it's given us something that isn't just Rosie sitting here whining about the haters. And it's not to say that occasionally you can't respond to them, but it is like ad nauseum on her channel.
You know? That OG intro was made by one of the people that tried to make reaction content. She pretended to find me organically on TikTok. She befriended me, became one of my mods. She lives really
Also, again, my understanding of Aren't You Exhausted was that she was somebody who genuinely liked and enjoyed Rosie and learned from that and ended up changing her opinion about it. Rosie always tries to present her like she was a buddy troll. And certainly there's something to say about, like, I don't know, being actual real life friends with her and then turning into somebody that makes content about her. Like, perhaps there's room for critique there. I don't know. I'm not saying I'm critiquing her for that. I'm just saying, like, I guess I could probably understand that. But I don't know that creator is, like, a buddy troll. My understanding was that she was just fed up with Rosie's behavior and as such has now become what she has become on the internet. But what do I know? I don't know. I don't know. I promise I'm not trying to beef with other content creators. And please, I guess, let me know, and then no, don't let me know. I'm going on vacation, so if there's something inherently problematic about Aren't You Exhausted, you can let me know, but I'm not gonna have some kind of quick follow-up about it. I have watched some of her stuff, and, like, the only thing that I found to be problematic was, like, her use of AI. and that's about it, and that's just my personal feelings about AI.
Close to me. She made the intro, outro. She helped me with, like, a lot of stuff on my channel. Back then, she was, like, lucky to get 10 views on a video when she was trying to be another Amberlynn reaction channel.
Well, it sounds like you really benefited from her then. She helped you create content. She helped out your channel. It sounds like you were able to benefit from that in some kind of way, even if you don't have a relationship with her now.
And like no one cared about her content until she invited me to her house, gave me a bunch of dresses. And one day I found out that she was in the chat of the man that's been like stalking me for years now, and was friends with him, and was friendly with him until what happened back in December. So I will never be using that in program. And she's also like a 4X, by the way. So kettle black, yeah.
What a bitchy ass thing to say. I don't know if that creator, from the streams of hers that I watched, I hadn't seen that creator, like maliciously talk about the way that Rosie looks. Maybe she does. Like, again, I'm not somebody who I've watched every single stream from, okay? But damn. It's just one of those things. I think this is why people don't understand that I'm willing to say, like, bad things shouldn't happen to Rosie, because, like, my philosophy is just because you're a bad person doesn't mean other people should treat you like shit, which I know is, like, unpopular in a lot of cases. But for me, to sit here, and we listened at the beginning of this stream, her complain about her perception that some older lady at the restaurant she was at made a comment about her size and how nobody should do that, nobody should treat her poorly because she's fat, etc. Which, like, I agree. If that lady actually said that, like, you have some kind of audacity, right? But again, I question if Rosie even heard her correctly from Rosie's own telling of the story. And then you want to come make some snide ass comment about this person being a 4X? Girl, this is why old women at Italian restaurants are talking about how big you are. Girl, shut the fuck up.
Are there parts of being a YouTuber younger you would be surprised of? Maybe like the level of invasiveness and stuff that I deal with. I'm not using AI for anything content related. I deeply have a deep disdain for generative AI.
She hates generative AI unless it's on temporary tattoos that she gets off of Amazon that she puts on her body and then doesn't shower for weeks, and so they just stay there for weeks. She's okay with it then.
Never intentionally used generative AI ever, and I try to avoid use of AI whenever possible. I'm gonna do a couple's channel, but I would love for him to have his own channel one day.
What's happening here? Oh, why did they look like that?
Oh, Jesus Christ! Why is Instapop not in here? Oh, I'm about to get pissed. It's not out here either.
Get pissed. Did you throw it away again? Are we gonna need another Instapot?
What the fuck?
Oh, she's mad.
Oh, I'm about to get mad.
Oh, she's pissed.
I'm dead. But the lid isn't where it's supposed to be. However, I kept the old lid of the other Instant Pot. Hi, honey. Thank you. I just get pissy about the Instant Pot. It's over.
The like 0 to 60 of her getting mad about some really not serious shit is crazy to me.
It's fine. Me, dramatic, never.
I could not live around a person that gets that bent out of shape over a misplaced Instapot lid. Like, God bless Levi for putting up with that shit on a regular basis, 'cause damn. Damn.
Well, I think I'm done with schoolwork for tonight.
I'm about to start on chicken broth. I need to shred this up, which... Oh, can you grab the 3 carrots on the refrigerator? Can you set them next to the pineapple right there? Quick, can you help me make this a little less stressful?
She's so bossy. He literally just got done saying, like, oh, I just finished up my schoolwork for the evening, and she's like, okay, well, now's your housework that you have to do for me.
Can you give me the Instant Pot lid? And for now, can you put the floor cleaner down here.
Jesus.
Water bowl and blue bowl and blue table for me, please. Please set this on the table. Don't ever throw that away. Ketchup and mustard can go in the fridge. And can you do the ice cube trays so we can get that out of the counter space too?
She?
These can go on top of the dripping steamer thing, please. I think it's crazy that people want to like bully me for having a loving partner that wants to help me.
It's not even a matter of him wanting to help you. I wish you would just watch back like the 30 to 60 seconds of content that I just watched, because, girl, it wasn't even a matter of him wanting to do those things. You were just barking orders at him.
That's wild.
What a weird thing to bully someone for.
Also, imagine that's what you feel like bullying is people having a critique about your relationship. I can't believe people want to bully me. Please be serious.
Reflection of them. Right now I'm prepping the salmon for when I make the salmon
Also,
burgers.
that salmon looked hideous. I don't think we spent enough time on it because she ended up raging about the Instapot immediately following. But that gray-ass looking salmon she pulled out of the oven, not for me and my family.
In like probably the next 1 to 2 days.
Now she's pulling the skins off.
I have fish hands. You know, he told me the other day he's never done karaoke. Crazy. I want to fix that. I haven't done karaoke in a long time. I can't believe he hasn't done karaoke. I love his singing voice. He did sing some in the Members Only Live when we were listening to music. And the fact that this 2-pound bag of salmon is cheaper by like a wide margin to 2 pounds of ground beef still pisses me off. I mean, I'm glad it's cheaper, sure, but the ground beef shouldn't be that freaking expensive. I'm still pissed about the price of ground beef. I'm not over it.
All right, well, how about you not buy 2 boxes of Built Bars and use it towards a pound of ground beef? Like, again, this is my point. This is my point.
Get this done tonight. I want all of this done tonight. I'm doing it. I'm tired, but I'm doing it.
She's so funny.
Do you think you'll ever have kids? Sorry if I'm being too personal. Oh, you're fine. I mean, I have talked about this topic at length. If it were to happen accidentally, I think I would roll with the punches. I don't think I'm going to go out of my way to try. I think overall, I kind of don't want that for my life.
Yeah, I don't want that for your life either.
I really don't. I don't feel like it's overall the best thing for me on a personal level, but I also feel like if it were to happen because it was meant to be, then
I can't even
I don't think I'd be a bad
imagine.
mom.
I can't even imagine.
Rosie, you'll be an excellent cat mom to Lee's cats. Thank you, Gamer Girl. What's your goal in life? I want to be a published author. 3 babies.
She back when she was regularly posting like all the time on Instagram, she would post these real long ass Instagram stories, and she talked about how she was allegedly writing a book about her life or something.
That's it.
Oh my god.
Sure, let's do. Yeah, that should be enough. Josh's Magic Fairy Dust.
Yeah, those two drops of Worcestershire sauce, stunning. Gonna do a lot for this huge ass pot.
Alright, and then some oregano. This much, sure. Finish off this ginger paste. Yeah. This is gonna be like Asian vibes. Well, if it's Asian vibes.
And what? Because you put ginger paste in there?
Do I want to like go through a full throttle and add some Asian seasonings I got?
Girl, you've already put a plethora of various seasonings in there.
Nah, I can do that individually. And then we're gonna do a fat glob of garlic. I like making potions. With my
It's given fucking stew in a cauldron.
drinks and the recipes. Alright, so we're gonna do slow cook. 10 hours.
She's slow cooking that for that wasn't that just the rotisserie chicken? She's slow cooking it for 10 hours? Girl, the rotisserie chicken was already cooked.
Okay, good. They're overcooked. That's because, again, this pink pineapple is precious cargo. So, I cut this, and then I check with my teeth. Sometimes I have like a little nugget of good pineapple. That is so ripe. Ooh. I can't wait for my baby to try this. Alright guys, I'm exhausted.
Oh, well that looks like maybe rotisserie chicken. Or is that the gray ass salmon? I don't know what she put in the Instapot, to be honest with you.
I'm gonna go and put the stuff in the fridge and go hang out with my honey outside. Thank you guys for sticking out with me. Thank you for hanging out with me. So I think, unless he and I decide to sit down and do a live together beforehand, a lot of lives will probably be like this, where he just kind of pops in and out and just kind of does his own thing, depending on what's going on. So we will be doing. I'm excited. I ordered clothes like weeks ago, and it takes them a while to process, and so.
Why, did you get them from like Temu or something? Shein?
They're coming and they'll be arriving while he's here. So the goal is I want to film an unboxing and try-on haul with my boyfriend, which sounds so fun and fresh. I love that idea. I'm exhausted. I'm gonna go.
I can't wait for that, honestly. I need to see that.
I'll see y'all soon. Yes, I'm gonna have so much fun hanging with my honey Beely. I love
my honey Beely.
You know how hard it was to not
my honey,
to him
my boyfriend.
That's one of my favorite names for him. The rhyming is perfect. That's actually like what I have him saved in my phone as, my honey Beely. Anyway, I'm rambling. All right, bye everybody. Have a great night.
All right, bye. All right, well, there you go. First your money, then your clothes. I hope you all enjoyed that. And thanks so much for watching. That's all I got for today. I will see you all next time. Thanks so much for watching. I already said that. If you're brand new here, consider subscribing down below. Hit the bell button so you get a notification every single time I post a new video. Make sure to leave me a comment, hit like, click, share, and follow me on all my social media. I had so much fun. I hope you did too. And I'll see you all next time. Bye!